Hi YouTube, it's Amanda. Today I'm here to do my long-awaited video, Smackdown of the lip stains. Oh yeah, I have 4 lip stains that I have been testing, rating on my little scale here, and I have been really researching a lot about these lip stains, reading a lot of reviews, trying them out for a long time, for a few weeks, almost a month now, and I finally have a review put together for you, a Smackdown, going to tell you what I think you should buy and what I think is a major fail. So, stick around to find out more about lip stains, what they are, how to apply them, and which ones to buy. Okay, so first I'm going to go over the 4 lip stains that I have. I'm going to start with the high-end one, and this is by Tokidoki, and I hope I'm saying that right. That's how I've heard people say it, at least. And this is the Fantastico Lip Ink, and the color I have is called Cactus Friends. It's actually more orange than it's showing up on my camera. So let me swatch that one for you. Okay, so it's like that. It's kind of a light orangey coral color. The next one I have is by Revlon. It's one of the Just Bitten ones. It says Just Bitten Lip Balm and Stain, and this color is called Flame. That's the second one. This is the Revlon. The next one I have is Maybelline's Color Sensational, and this color is called Touch of Toffee. And it looks like this. And the last one is by CoverGirl. It's the Outlast lip stain, and this is in the color Everbloom Kiss number 400. On the, they write the name of this on the little plastic part that you're supposed to tear off. So, yeah, dumb of them. But I found it online. It says number 400 on the bottom. I found it online and I wrote it with a ghetto Sharpie on the side. Yeah. Anyways, so those are the 4 we're going to be talking about. Tokidoki, Revlon, Maybelline, and CoverGirl. Okay, what's a lip stain? A lip stain is basically it's kind of like a lipstick as far as it colors your lips. However, it's almost like using a marker. You can see they all have a felt tip applicator on the top, and you literally draw it on just like a marker. You'll see in a second. I'll show you how to do that. But you literally draw it on and it soaks color into your lips. And so therefore the color is like soaked into your lips. Kind of like if you eat something like a popsicle or something and it stains, literally stains your lips. So it stains your lips, and then basically you can do whatever you need to do. You can drink, you can eat, and it's stained on your lips, so it doesn't come off like lipstick. It's not something that's laying on the surface. It's actually soaked into your actual lips. Now, this product is such a great thing for summer. I seriously flip for these in the summertime. And the cool thing about these is, like, if you're going somewhere where it's like really hot, or if you're going somewhere that's going to be, you're going to swim, for example, or you're going to be in the rain, anything like that, these are perfect because they will not wash off if you go in like the pool, if you get wet, if you're eating. I know some of the other like long-lasting lip products work great until you like eat, and then the oil in your food or something will rub off the color, and then it kind of is yucky, and these don't do that. So lip stains are awesome for the summer, for travel, just for anyone who's busy and doesn't have time to reapply your lip products. So let me show you how to apply a lip stain, because it's very simple. How do you apply a lip stain? I'm just going to use this one here, and you're going to take the cap off, and it looks basically like a felt tip marker, and then you basically just draw it on your lips. I like to outline it first and then fill it in. Okay, looks kind of scary, but you can see that I have the outline there. Now, fill it in lightly. And before it dries too much, I like to take a little napkin and then kind of smudge it a little so you'll get a little extra product off. like so. And you can get like a really thick, even application, but I kind of just prefer to have something like this that's not too bright, not too crazy. And you'll just want to top it with any clear lip gloss or lip balm, anything like that. I'm going to use the one that comes on the other side here. This one's good. And it stays on really well. Okay, see, I told you it was really easy. So now we're going to get into our product smackdown. You can see here I've got this crazy list going here. So I'm going to go through the categories and I'm going to tell you who was the winner and who was the loser in each category. And I am going to kind of read from my notes, so sorry if I'm looking down. But, okay, so color range was the first one. Which brand has the best range of colors and which one sucks? So the best range of colors for me was Revlon. Mostly, I would say they have probably about 10, maybe 12 colors. But the reason Revlon was the #1 hands down color range winner is because it had a really broad spectrum of color. You could go in and you could look at the colors that they have, and there was, you know, there was a red, there was an orange, there was a coral, there was a pink, there was a berry, there was a brown. You know, I tested some of the other ones, for example, like the Maybelline one, and when I swatched them, yes, I swatched my drugstore stuff, sorry guys, but when I swatched the colors, they were all practically the same color, even though the packaging looked totally different. So that's something to consider, you know, the accuracy also, as far as, you know, this color is fairly spot on, but the name is called Touch of Toffee, which to me is nothing like this. This is like more of a coral color. And when you look at the different colors, you know, do they really look like the packaging? Like this kind of looks like the packaging here. This kind of looks like the packaging here. So that's something to consider. But I thought Revlon totally won because they had the really full spectrum of color. I noticed like CoverGirl just had a whole bunch of variations on pink and red. They didn't have very many, you know, berries or browns or anything like that. So that's, to me, is a big deal. And then Tokidoki was the major loser as far as color goes because they only had like 5 colors, and I don't know if Sephora was just sold out of most of the colors or not, but I thought that was kind of lame, personally. The next category I have was the applicator or the packaging. I really didn't have a huge problem with any of the applicators. I actually liked the applicator on the Tokidoki one the best, just because you can see it's a little more pointed versus all the other ones from the drugstore are more of this rounded applicator. So I wish the drugstore ones were a little more pointed, but it's really not enough to notice. And if I didn't have this one, I probably wouldn't have said that these ones weren't pointed enough. So something to consider. They were all pretty even there. All the drugstore ones pretty much had the exact same applicator. Ease of application. I really didn't think there was a problem with any of them except the Tokidoki one. Yeah, hello, the high-end one. So this one is really dry. You have to kind of like shake it, and I noticed that I have to store it downward in order for product to stay in the bottom, which can be a problem if it's like in your purse or in your makeup bag or something. I keep mine like with my brushes and stuff right now, but for me that's kind of a downer and something to certainly consider. But as far as ease of application, they were all really easy. The Revlon one though did win a little bit just because it has the lip balm built in, and to me that's like so easy to have both products all in one. I don't have to carry a lip balm and my lip stain with me if I needed to, and it's just nice to kind of have that together. The next category I rated on was the dry time. So when you apply it to your lips, you do have to wait for a little bit, like about 30 seconds or a minute, to put your color over it because they are a little bit moist in the beginning, which can be good. It gives you a little time to apply. I like to kind of rub it around and really like let it soak into my lips. So I thought that Tokidoki, because it was super dry and hard to get out, really dried super, super fast. And so did the Revlon one. The Revlon one dried really fast. The CoverGirl and the Maybelline were a little on the slower side, but it wasn't like enough to make a huge difference. And then the smudgeability. Now, I want them to smudge a tiny bit so I can move it, but I don't want to have to wait 5 minutes for it to dry before I can put on a top coat because I don't want to accidentally smudge it and have it all over my chin and stain my chin or something like that. So that's also something to consider. And I do have to say that the worst for that was the CoverGirl. The CoverGirl did not dry very fast. I had to wait for almost 3 minutes before I could top the CoverGirl. So that was definitely the loser, but Tokidoki and Revlon were really good there. Tokidoki is probably the best. What's it smell like? You guys always ask what things smell like. Tokidoki is kind of a sweet citrusy smell. It's definitely kind of like a citrusy candy. I kind of like that a lot, to be really honest. That was my favorite scented one. Revlon, it's a slightly sweet smell, but it's very, very subtle. So I think out of all of them, the one that smells the least is definitely the Revlon. Then there's the Maybelline one, and that has a pretty, like, sweet, almost alcohol-y scent to it. I want to say like a hand sanitizer kind of a scent. It's not exactly the best. I don't notice it so much on my lips, but I can definitely smell it in the package. Okay, and then the CoverGirl one is almost like a baked goods scent, and I like this too, I have to say it. It's interesting. It's definitely more subtle. I would say the strongest one is the Tokidoki, but it smells good, so I don't really mind that. So that's something to consider if you're sensitive to smells. The least strong is probably the Revlon. Okay, so is it drying on your lips? People have asked me this a few times now, and lip stains are not drying. Once they are dry on your lips, you don't really feel that it's on your lips at all because, like I said, it soaks in and it sets in. So, of course, if your lips are dry, it's going to feel like it's drying, but that's just your actual lips. And if you didn't have any product on, then there you go. But they aren't really drying, I've found. The one that I think is obviously the most moisturizing is the Revlon, just because it comes with the lip balm. But I suggest putting some sort of a lip balm on over, which helps set and like hold the color in even more. But none of them are really drying at all. Then as far as like longevity goes, that's the next category. So which ones lasted the longest on your lips? I would say the Revlon one, hands down, lasted the longest. So I definitely say longevity. Revlon was the longest. The worst was the CoverGirl, and I'm not sure if it's it was better the second time I wore it, but it seemed like, you know, this one literally lasted, if I put it on in the morning, like a really thick coat, by the end of the night you could still see a pink, like red color on my lips. The CoverGirl one, I put it on in the morning, and I don't think I ate anything particularly oily or did anything odd, but I probably put it on around 9 in the morning, and then by, I would say 3 or 4 o'clock, it was mostly gone. So to me, that's not very good. I really want it to last all day. And the Revlon one definitely did. Like by the time I woke up to the time I went to bed, you could still see some. It had faded a tiny bit, but it was still definitely there. Whereas this one was pretty much gone by like, you know, 2/3 of my day. The price. Let's talk about the price. So the high-end one by Tokidoki is $15. I did find out that they are on sale right now for like $7 or $8, I want to say, at Sephora. So that's something you might consider. The Revlon one is $9. The Maybelline one is $7.50, and the CoverGirl one is also $9. So the Maybelline one is definitely the cheapest, and it's a decent value for what it is. But I think it's worth it to spend the money and get the Revlon one. So that's something to consider. So what I did was I rated all of these things based on what we were talking about on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best, and I added up all of the numbers that they got, and I totaled everything, so it was out of 90 points. So Tokidoki got 51, lowest of all of them, and that was the high-end one. Then we have CoverGirl with 57, that was like the second runner-up. The runner-up was Maybelline with 62 points, and the hands-down winner was Revlon with 79 points. Yeah. So obviously I really like the Revlon ones. The Revlon Just Bitten is my winner for the best lip stain of the Throwdown of the lip stains. It's what I have on my lips today. It's what I showed you to use in my application video. I just think it's so great. You get your lip stain and you get your lip balm, and this is a really good lip balm. It's very moisturizing. I like it quite a lot. I've heard of people saying that it fell out, but I think you could probably just stick it back in. I haven't had that happen to mine. Knock on wood. But I think they have a great range of colors. They're $9, so it's kind of moderate, but Revlon does like buy one, get one half off. So they go on sale a lot. You have opportunity to get, you know, a discounted price on these guys, and they're just great. It was the winner in almost every single category that there was. The color I have is called Flame, and it's this one right here, the brightest one. Their colors are all really pigmented and really saturated. The only problem with Revlon for me is that it was almost a little too pigmented, and you see when I showed you how to put them on, like I put it on and then I kind of rub it in so that I don't get too saturated of color, because this color at least is a little on the bright side for me. They do have some more subtle colors that I haven't tried yet. Yeah, Revlon is the absolute winner of the Throwdown of the lip stains. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you try out any of these, or if you have any color suggestions in the Revlon one, because I want to get some more, please let me know. I'd love to hear. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!